I think that everybody should be allowed to have the chance to try, and I am incredibly grateful and incredibly lucky to have been given that chance. I remember my freshman year, even though I was excited to be here, at the same time, I still had that victim mentality and that chip on my shoulder of, oh, I'm not like anybody else here. But, obviously everybody's different. And I think that's something that's great about prep, is that you're gonna find somebody that you can relate to. So I won't say that I can relate to everyone, but I think that I can certainly try to relate to everyone. And what I would say to those who are feeling less confident about themselves or feel like maybe they don't belong here, just give it a try. Just give it a try, because the Jesuit values are inclusive of everyone. I've never been particularly religious, but that's never made me feel like I don't have a place here. And I think that everybody is deserving of love. And so seeing God in everything really applies to me as a Gonzaga Prep student, I feel like, because I could not name every single person at the school, but I could tell you that I see God in them. I see that they are loving people, and that community is really something that I believe in. Growing up was a little bit weird for me compared to how I think some other kids grew up. I never really had a relationship with my dad. So me and my mom lived alone up until we moved to Spokane in my 8th grade year, the start of 8th grade. Moving into my grandparents' home, my grandpa actually said that I should apply to Gonzaga Prep. That was kind of the first time that I heard about something like a college preparatory school. I never really had any plans to go to college before that. But, I said, well, there's no point in me applying if I'm not going to get in, and even if I do get in, I can't pay for it. And he went off on this whole long rant almost about how his brothers and him, when he was in college aged, had no money, $0 to their name, and Gonzaga University let them in because they're a Jesuit institution who wants education for everyone. And that made me realize, if he can get into Gonzaga, which is a university, Gonzaga Prep would probably help me in getting that education. Getting the envelope was crazy. I applied, and it took a week for me to get an email. Through that entire week, I was barely sleeping. I was so stressed. I was like, oh, what if I don't get it? What if I don't get it? And honestly, I almost didn't apply because I was scared. I had no confidence that I would get in. I thought, I was not that smart. I wasn't whatever. So that entire week of me not having a yes or a no was crazy. But getting in was amazing. It was like a huge night. A lot of love going around the house. And my mom made salmon, which is something that she never does because she hates cooking. My mom always believed in me. And I think her exact words when we got the letter were, "I told you so." Not shaming, but, be more confident in your skills and your speaking ability. Gonzaga Prep has something that's very different from any other school I've been to. I've been to a lot of schools. I moved around a lot, but Gonzaga Prep has such an individual way where the teacher not only just teaches the basic subject matter, they relate it back to you. And so that helps you to understand what you are more geared towards. So I've always talked a lot. My teachers in every class since I was kindergarten have always told my mom, yeah, he talks a lot. So I wasn't going to take debate originally. I thought that's a lot of work and that sounds terrible and I don't want to do that. And my mom kept telling me, if you like to talk a lot, you might as well do speech and debate. It's in the name. So I went in, and just immediately the people there and the teacher at the time, Mr. Smale, were incredibly, incredibly welcoming. And I kind of just fell in love with the rhetorical aspect and the speech, the studying, just the content itself. So in debate, you have tournaments, and after one of those tournaments, the debate teacher and I, we were the last ones on the bus, and we had a whole conversation about building confidence, not only in debate, but also as a student. And the way that it impacted me, it was crazy, because up to that point, I never had any real confidence in myself as a student or as somebody who could be open to growth. And that conversation where essentially my teacher told me, you're a great debater, I know that you're a great debater, but you can work on these things, and I believe that you can succeed in these things if you want to try. And I think it's really important the way that he phrased it was, if you want to try, not if you do try, if you want to try. Because I think that's a really important aspect of the mission that Gonzaga Prep has, is that we're going to give you an education no matter what, but if you want to try to use that education, you'll go further than you ever thought you could. And so that conversation has helped me with my confidence, has helped me with my ability to not only speak, but also to listen, and my ability to grow. I hope that you've heard enough to understand where I've come from, and without donors and without people who are willing to sacrifice for me, I wouldn't have even been able to try. If you allow people to try, then we will see more love, we will see more community, and we're gonna see more progress just as a whole.